A German soldier captured 4 French prisoners of war. Since they were waiting for execution, he threw them into a large pit and left them without food. But the next day, when the German soldier looked at the prisoners, he suddenly showed a ridiculous expression. Then, the soldier picked up a bayonet and stabbed it into his own foot, hopping on one leg like he was putting on a show. One of the prisoners felt insulted, so he grabbed a stone and threw it at the soldier. But by accident, he knocked the rifle out of the soldier's hands. The prisoner quickly picked up the gun and aimed it at him. But the soldier was not afraid at all. Instead, he calmly pulled out a handkerchief. While the prisoners were still frozen in shock, the soldier began performing acrobatics. Seeing this, the men in the pit couldn't help but laugh. Then, the German soldier pulled out a grenade and started tossing it from hand to hand. Suddenly, he threw it straight into the pit. The prisoners were terrified, but when they checked, they found it was just a piece of bread. Without hesitation, their hunger took over. Before they could react, the soldier pulled out several apples and began juggling them. But one by one, the apples slipped and fell into the pit. After this strange performance, the prisoners let down their guard. They even handed the gun back to him willingly. They expected him to continue the show, but the soldier turned around and walked away. But as he climbed out of the pit, his expression turned serious. He knew that the next day, these men would be executed. This soldier had once been a circus clown before he was drafted into the army. Even though he wore a uniform, he never accepted war. Since he could not stop it, the only thing he could do was offer a small bit of comfort to prisoners before they died. The next day, the prisoners huddled together in the cold. The soldier returned with a bottle of wine, hoping to give them some warmth. But soon after, a German officer arrived and ordered him to execute the prisoners on the spot. As the officer shouted at him in anger, the soldier, no matter how unwilling, had no choice but to raise his rifle and aim. In the end, he still could not pull the trigger. Instead, he turned around and quietly put on his clown nose. But his act of defiance enraged the officer. And just like that, he was shot and fell to the ground. What no one expected was that, moments later, the officer received a call from higher command. The war was over. They were ordered to release the prisoners. That meant the German soldier had used his own life to buy just enough time, and in doing so, gave the prisoners a chance to survive.